Hello everyone, welcome to Path to Decency episode 6. In my Path to Decency series, my goal is to show you guys all of the progress I've made in Summoner's War from the very beginning until now. I started playing 5 months ago on September 24th, 2015, almost 5 months ago, we still have 1 week to go. So that's when I started playing, and the last episode was a week ago, so I'm going to go over all of the progress I made in the past week to catch you guys up to speed. So I organized my progress into categories so it's more logical for you guys. The first category is going to be new monsters and skill ups that may have happened to new monsters or old monsters. So I got a random mystical scroll from doing DB9 and I summoned a pretty awesome monster. That monster was Galleon. So Galleon's a pretty good Nat 4, probably one of the best. So Galleon's mainly used in guild battles and in DB10 and GB10 speedruns. So I slapped some runes on him, he's on Swift Focus, his stats aren't that great, so I do plan on trying to get better runes on him, and I may build him right now, I'm not sure. I do want to keep my focus pretty narrow on the units that I'm going to use in the main places that are going to help me progress. So I'm still kind of debating if I want to put a lot of resources in him. So he doesn't have any skill ups right now because I don't have any other pirate captains, and he's still not awakened. Today's Monday, so the water dungeon will be up on Wednesday, and I will awaken him then. I also was kind of working on my crow here. I originally was interested in this unit because of his third skill. It's a huge nuke. So I put some runes on him also, and they aren't the best. Actually, his stats aren't terrible. They could be better though, so he still needs skill ups, and I'm still kind of debating if I want to put work into him to make him one of my main nukers. Right now I have Theo and Sig, and I kind of feel like both are a little bit lackluster. Sig doesn't have any skill ups, and sometimes Sig can't really nuke anything down. Even with defense break, I don't know, it's just kind of frustrating a little bit because I just can't kill things in arena and guild battles, and Theomar's these are his stats here, he's on Violent Blade, and I defense break things and he still can't even really kill him sometimes. So I am working on a crow, and I put my let me keep going over the monsters, the skill ups first, then we'll get into runes. So I summoned some other mystic witches, I think maybe 1 or 2, and I have been working on Megan's skill ups. She only needs this 1 skill up left, and the other 2 are maxed, so that was pretty cool. I don't think I'm going to use her for giants or dragons yet, but she can be used for certain PvP comps like a double Lucian comp, so she's always an option. I'm going to keep her and continue to skill her up, just get that last one, and then keep her for now. I don't have any runes on, or I do have runes on her. I think I put these runes on her just for world boss. So she's always an option for me to look into if I need her. I put Rayok on Double Revenge Blade as an ode to YDCB. For those of you guys who watch YDCB's videos, you guys probably know his Rayok's on Triple Revenge, and he usually runs a Velajul Rayok Chisun comp for guild battles. So I decided to test that out, but my Rayok doesn't have great stats. His stats are pretty crappy, so I was kind of testing that out, but I think I'm going to put him back on Fatal Blade when I get better Fatal runes, because his stats are pretty bad. So the reason why YDCB does that is some people put Rayok on Violent, and when you do that, Rayok can proc Violent multiple times and remove Velajul's immunity buff, so you obviously don't want that happening, so that's why YDCB goes Revenge. I also have a HOH in storage, which would benefit from that team comp because Velajul's leader skill is a 50% defense buff to fire monsters. So that's something I could possibly do, but I believe HOH needs skill ups, and HOH is also used for Necro. Like, she's a good monster in other places too, but I think she needs skill ups. So I don't have the resources to do that right now, and I don't think it'd be the best choice for me. But that's always something for the future that I could do. I got a better speed rune for Bella because it has a good HP substat. So I put that rune on her, and the Valentine's event is still going on, so I do have quite a few plus 15 runes now. And I also want to put a speed rune on Theomar's eventually, but I don't have a good one, so he's currently on attack, crit damage, attack, and he still can't even kill things, so I do want to put a speed rune on him eventually when I get one. And for Giants and Dragons and stuff like that, my Giants team has changed a little bit. So this is my current Giants team right here. I used to run Vero lead and then Amin in the place of Sig, and that the time it took me to do Giants was pretty long. My runs would take forever. So I put Sig in, and my runs have sped up quite a bit, and my team hasn't failed yet. So that's definitely a bonus because I am looking to get more Swift runes for Galleon and looking to get more Fatal runes for either Crow or Rayoke. So I've been farming Giants for the past 2 days or so. Here's my Dragons team, and I ran 7 runs yesterday of Dragons, and my team failed 4 times, so that's pretty bad. I want to get their success rate up a little bit, and I'm not exactly sure how. I think once I do max Velajul's Sanctuary here, he just needs 1 more point. I think their success rate should go up, but I'm not sure by how much, if I will be satisfied with their success rate. So here's Velajul's other skill ups. Unfortunately, 2 Devilmon went into his first skill, which was kind of bad. But it's okay. I'm gonna get 2 more Devilmon today. 1 from Glory Points and 1 from TOA. So I'm hoping one of those goes on that, and I hope the run will get better. I'll show you guys my monster stats. So this is my Dragons team right now. It's Beretta, Vero, Bella, Chilling, and Velajul. So I'm gonna try to fix that, and I'm gonna watch the run again and see where they die. Sometimes, like, some of my monsters die in pretty random places, so I'm gonna try to fix that. I told you guys in the last video I finished TOA 100, last reset, and I do have a tutorial video out on that. It's on Lyrith, so I did that, and I also finished TOA Hard 50, which was the highest I've gotten in TOA Hard so far. TOA Hard 50 last reset was the Occult Girls, and it was pretty easy for me, so that was cool. I did level 51, and I was planning on trying to go further, but the levels were taking a really long time, so I just kind of gave up because I was lazy. For the world boss, I'm doing 1 battle per day, and I usually get a B+. I think every time I get a B+. So I get a B+, and once the world boss is defeated, I usually get either 50 or 75 crystals from that, and I don't really plan on working on ruining up any other monsters for that. I'll have to look at how many of the monsters actually get, like, selected. I click the auto-select feature, and I could put some runes on them, but it's not really a concern of mine. I finished 1400 rating in Arena yesterday, and I got pretty close to finishing Conqueror 1, which was about, like, 1530 or so rating, but I started losing a lot and I dropped down because I just feel like I don't have good nukers and stuff. So every day I have kind of a strategy to get rid of my wings. Whenever I wake up, I usually have about 3 or 4 rivals waiting for me. So I usually beat one of those rivals and then do the world boss. That way my energy and wings aren't capped and they can start regenerating. Then I go back and clear those other rivals, and then I've gotten rid of like a couple of wings at that point. Then I can take my time and see who I can beat, or who I think I can beat in arena. A lot of times it kind of feels like a 50-50, like do I have better runes than this guy or not? So that kind of sucks. But I don't know, I kind of hope it gets better, but I think that's kind of just how arena is in this game. It's usually going to be kind of like a 50-50. Unless you have like such a better team comp than them. I don't really know, but right now it feels like a 50-50. Same with guild battles. It's like, is he gonna move before me? I actually have taken like a lot of screenshots that are pretty funny, where like someone has like a Tyron lead and a Bernard, then I have like Vero lead and Bernard, and I just kind of go in there and I outspeed him. And it's ridiculous, right? Like, it's pretty funny. It's just like, how? And then other times I bring a speed lead and they bring a speed lead and then they outspeed me. It's kind of crazy, but that's just how it is. My guild almost, well, this week we were close to top 300 guilds. I think we did end somewhere around there. We always get Guardian 1, so that's pretty cool. Which means everyone gets a lot of summoning stones and a lot of guild points. How is my phone dying? It's plugged in. Okay, I don't know. So, that's cool. That's kind of how it always is, just giving you guys an update. We're getting close to the end of the video. I ended up spending $5 more, which I told you guys I have like $50 to spend, and I plan on buying the daily pack 1s until I run out of money, that $50 that I have from Christmas. And then at that point I will assess if I'm going to continue buying daily packs. So there's the daily pack. So in total I have spent $30 on this account. I made a new logo, as you guys can see right here. It's pretty cool in my opinion. I went through a bunch of variations of it, and I decided to settle on this one. I was originally trying to like design a logo for myself, but I don't know how to do any of that stuff really. So I just took the picture that I use on my Twitter and on my YouTube channel just to keep things consistent so people can kind of recognize me. And then I put the YouTube logo and the Twitter logo there and my name, in hopes to gain some more viewers from in-game who either battle me in guild battles or arena or whatever. I don't really hang out in chat rooms, so I had to go into a chat room today because I got a Dark Yeti SD, so I went into 4444 and then I accepted the first 10 people. So maybe they'll see it. Originally I wasn't going to self-advertise in game because I felt like it was kind of icky, because I had seen some people self-advertising and I was like, that's not cool, bro. But I have gotten over that feeling, and the reason I decided to finally self-advertise was because I kind of just wanted to share my videos with people who I think would enjoy them, right? So I'm not doing it for greedy reasons to try to get more views, really. Like, it's just to share my videos with people in hopes that it'll make them happy and maybe help them and that they'll enjoy my content. So that's the reason for that. I also am going to do like a Twitter plug here. So I do have a Twitter account and I tweet a lot of like things that happen when they happen. So I think last week I tweeted about finishing TOA Hard 50 and I tweeted about my Galleon summon. So this is just a plug for anyone who wants to follow my Twitter to get live updates and stuff. Like, I don't really want more followers. That's not something that I'm looking for because I don't care about Twitter too much, but anyone who wants to follow me to get updates, feel free. I try to post a lot of good stuff, fun stuff that you guys will enjoy. And the final category of this video is going to go over my goals for the next week, before the next episode, and just for the future. So I'm still obviously waiting for Verdihile to show up in the Summoning Stone rotation. I think I showed you guys that I have 2,300 stones. So I'm waiting for him. I'm also trying to get my DB10 success rate better, and I told you guys how I think I can do that. Just better, or make Velojewel, or skill up his last skill fully, and then I will try to see what else I can do. I might just have to farm better runes before I can actually farm DB10. I also want to fix a couple of PvP things. I told you guys I was kind of struggling in PvP, where my nukers just don't nuke, and I feel like it's 50-50. So some things I can work on to fix my PvP situation is to maybe build Galleon for guild battles. I can also maybe try to work on my nukers, like I can try to focus more on either Rayok or Crow, or maybe I just have to work on better team comps. Maybe it's just a whole comp thing and not a speed thing and not a damage thing. I'm not really sure, so I'm going to try to work on that, and also I'm going to try to finish TOA 100 quickly because I want to make my new video series for this TOA for you guys. I'm probably going to cover floors 60, 70, 80, 90, and 100. I might do 50 in there too, but I'm just going to put out another video series showing you guys how I beat the levels and what runes I have and what team comps I use, because the team comps that I've been using have been technically free-to-play team comps because they are farmable and fusible. So they're not really that hard to obtain. Sometimes you have to get those lucky drops like to fuse Vero and Sig and stuff. So I'm going to make that series for you guys to show you guys how I did it, and I think that's all of the stuff that I have to tell you guys. So I hope you liked this episode, and I will see you in the next one, but I will have the TOA videos out before then. So, oh, one more thing I forgot. I always have one more thing. I'm going to make a rune video for you guys. So the rune video is just going to show you guys what runes I have, and I'm going to make it right before free rune removal day. And the reason I want to make it right before is because that's kind of when my runes are their best. Then free rune removal day comes and I switch a bunch of stuff, and I still need to power up a bunch of runes after that. So I'm going to do it before then so I don't have these, you know, runes that aren't fully powered up yet. So that's that. And that's it. So I'll see you guys in the TOA videos. I hope you liked this one. See you later.